Hey, this is Mel. Say, do I have the right number? I suppose that depends on who you're trying to text. You say your name is Mel? I believe you may have the wrong number. I'm not quite sure who you're trying to reach. Wait, seriously? You don't know me? I'm Mel. You know, Mel? Wait, me and Nolan have known each other for forever. Plus, I'm also, his ex-girlfriend. Ring any bells? His ex-girlfriend? I'm sorry, but no, this isn't ringing any bells. I know that Nolan never had any girlfriend named Mel, and I don't believe he had any friends with that name either. Yawn, boring! Let's just skip the awkward part and get to the fun part of this conversation. This is supposed to be fun? It's gonna be for me. So, I heard you're in the hospital right now for, a high-risk pregnancy or whatever. Excuse me? I'm not in the hospital, and I am certainly not pregnant. Wait, seriously? Why would you lie about something like that? Oh, so you do know he's cheating and you're just in denial. Oh, that's hilarious. I beg your pardon? Look, I'm just gonna be real with you. Since you're all, stuck in a hospital bed or whatever, I figured now was the perfect time for me to step in, be there for Nolan. Support him, comfort him, emotionally and physically. So you're suggesting that while his wife is supposedly in medical distress, Nolan began a relationship with you? As if I'm the other woman. Honey, you're the extra in this story. I have known Nolan since we were babies. Literally playpens, sandboxes, family barbecues, all that stuff. We grew up together. We've got a destiny-level connection. And that's very interesting because he's never once mentioned having a close childhood friend named Mel. Certainly not one he used to date. Of course he didn't tell you. You probably wouldn't have understood anyway. It's one of those deep bonds, not something some new wife can just swoop in and erase. So don't pretend you know the first thing about him. I must say I know both the child he used to be and the man he is now, and he's never talked about anyone remotely like you. Still in denial, huh? So typical. Anyway, while you're stuck in your sad little hospital bed, I'll be taking care of Nolan for you. Don't worry, I've got him completely covered. You just stay put and, try not to stress. That would be bad for the baby, right? You clearly have no idea how serious a high-risk pregnancy can be. It's not a casual condition. It puts both the mother and the baby at risk. You should be more careful about the things you say. Oh my God, chill. Do you always lecture people like this? You sound like someone's grandma. Well, given your attitude, yes, I'd say I'm probably old enough to be your elder. So you are a grandma. No wonder Nolan's been messaging me. I mean, he must be so over you. Seriously, imagine being stuck in some hospital with your belly all swollen and sad. And while you're lying there in misery, your husband's off having the time of his life with me. Can't say I blame him. You truly believe he would abandon his wife in a time of medical need? That doesn't sound like the Nolan I know. Oh, sweetie, denial's not a good look. I get it. You don't want to admit he's moved on. But that ship has sailed. You lost him, and I've got him now. Literally just saw him leaving work. He looked so stressed. Poor baby. Good thing I was there to cheer him up. I find this entire conversation disturbing. You seem very confident in a story that doesn't hold up under even the slightest scrutiny. Yawn, keep telling yourself that while you lie there in your hospital gown, totally abandoned. Meanwhile, I'll be over here, comforting your man. Maybe next time, be a little more present in his life, huh? Well, I suppose we'll see what truths come out, but thank you for the insight. Aw, no need to thank me. I'm doing you a favor, really. Just rest up and, enjoy your little vacation. Nolan's in good hands now. Oh, there he is now, walking out of his office. Talk to you later, loser. Nolan, are you on the train now?
Mom? Wow, this is rare. You don't usually text me out of the blue.
Well, I figured you'd be in transit and might have a few minutes to chat. Are you riding solo tonight?
Yeah, just heading home alone. It's been a long day, but I'm finally winding down.
I was wondering, how's Miley doing lately?
I went to see her 3 days ago. She looked better, and thankfully she's definitely more stable than when she was first admitted. But the doctors are still monitoring her closely, so we're not letting our guard down. I'm planning to visit her again tomorrow after work.
I wish you could go every day. I know you want to.
I do, believe me, but getting all the way out to her parents' place and back makes it tough. Miley actually told me not to push myself too hard. She said if I burn out, it won't help either of us. And honestly, having you check in on her with your experience as a nurse has been a huge help. Her care team listens to you and she trusts you. I'm really grateful for everything you've done for us, Mom.
Well, I'm glad I can do something useful. Now, I hate to drop this on you, but there is something else I wanted to ask you about.
Uh-oh, this doesn't sound good. What is it?
Do you know anyone named Mel?
Mel? Huh. No, not ringing any bells. Why?
She messaged me a little bit ago as she claimed to be your childhood friend as well as your ex-girlfriend.
Wait, what? That makes no sense. I've literally never had a girlfriend before, Miley. You know that. We met through a matchmaker, dated for a year, then got married. There was never anyone else.
Exactly what I thought, which makes this all the more bizarre. So who is this Mel, then?
Hold on. She messaged you? How did she even get your number?
She contacted me online, but here's the strange part. She thinks I'm Miley. She's completely convinced she's messaging your wife.
That's actually disturbing. Also kinda hilarious in a twisted way. Nah, I'm definitely going with disturbing on this one. Yikes. So what happened then? Did you tell her she had the wrong person?
No, I didn't want to risk it. If she realized her mistake, she might have gone after Miley directly. And with Miley already dealing with so much, I couldn't let that happen. So I kept it vague, let her keep thinking I was your wife.
Wow, thank you for doing that. Seriously, Mom, you're amazing. I'm so glad you've been watching out for her.
Well, I'm glad to do whatever I can. She's my daughter-in-law. I love her like my own. I'd never let someone like this Mel woman get near her.
But now I really want to know who this person is. How did she even come up with that story about being my childhood friend?
I honestly have no idea, but I've saved everything she sent me. Rather than try to explain it all, I'll just take some screenshots and send them your way.
Please do. This is seriously creeping me out now.
You'll see for yourself. She's either confused, lying, or not entirely stable.
Great. Just what we need. Another complication.
Let's just stay calm and figure out who we're dealing with.
Agreed. Send me those screenshots when you can. I'll go through everything tonight. Mom, I think I finally figured out who this Mel actually is.
Really? Tell me.
So, I was cleaning my room earlier and found one of my old middle school yearbooks. As I was flipping through the class pages, I saw a name that jumped out at me, Melinda. I kept running the two names back and forth in my head, and then I finally remembered. She hated her full name and always used to force everyone to call her just Mel instead.
Melinda? Wait a second. Are you talking about that strange girl who used to stalk you back then?
Yeah, that's the one. You remember her?
Well, of course I do. How could I forget her? She followed you to and from school constantly. She was always lurking nearby, and there were times she took things from your desk like pencils and notebooks. We even had to talk to the school because it got so out of hand. Then her family moved out of state, and we finally got some peace.
Exactly. I can't believe I blocked that out until now. It has to be her. I'm gonna dig a little deeper and confirm it. If she really is back and trying to make contact, Miley could be at risk.
Be cautious, Nolan. This woman sounds unstable.
Yeah, she's as unstable as a bottle of nitroglycerin on a hot summer day. Don't worry, I'll handle it carefully.
Miley! Oh my god, congratulations on the baby. I heard everything went fine. How wonderful for you. Like, an old, used-up woman like you having a successful birth? It's literally a miracle. And also, thank you so much for finally divorcing Nolan. Seriously, you have no idea how much I appreciate it. Excuse me? I think there's been some kind of misunderstanding. Don't be so dramatic. It's me again, Nolan's girlfriend, Mel. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know I'm pregnant too. Yep, I'm already 23 weeks along, and yes, obviously, I'm keeping it. So if you could just get things moving along with the divorce already, that would really help speed things up on our end. I've got a nursery to design. I see. Well then, Mel, or rather, Melinda, isn't it? I think it's time we stopped playing this little game. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? There is no Mel in my son's life. No childhood friend, no ex-girlfriend, nothing of the sort. Do you get what I'm telling you? Nolan doesn't know you. What the hell are you talking about, Miley? That's one of the many things you're wrong about. My name isn't Miley. Miley is Nolan's wife. I'm Nolan's mother. What? What do you mean you're his mother? That doesn't make any sense. I got this number from him. No, you didn't. You got this contact information by snooping through a phone that didn't belong to you. This phone number? You found it in Rex's phone. Rex is my nephew and Nolan's cousin. Rex? I don't even know anyone named Rex. What are you going on about? Let me explain. My nephew Rex and my son Nolan are the same age. They look quite a lot alike. They have a similar build, similar facial features, similar hairstyle. It's not surprising you got them confused. Especially if you've never actually known either of them very well. No. No way, you're making this up. I have been with Nolan. We've talked, we've shared so much. He loves me. Well, that's simply not true. You've been chasing Rex, not my son. That's insane. I would never make that kind of mistake. I know Nolan. I know his eyes, his voice, the way he talks. I'm not some crazy person. Really? Then how do you explain the fact that you thought I was his wife? You've been messaging me for weeks thinking I was Miley, and you claimed he never visited her in the hospital, didn't you? That would be an incredibly odd statement to make if you were actually following Nolan, because he's been going regularly multiple times a week. No, that can't be. I've been watching. He never once went near that hospital, not even once. Once again, that's because you weren't watching him. You were watching Rex. Unlike Nolan, Rex has been separated from his wife for over a year. There's no one for him to visit. No, that's not possible. Nolan loves me. I know he does. He's told me. He cares about me. You're just trying to keep the two of us apart. I'm only telling the truth, and I still have one more to tell. I think you'll want to be sitting down when I tell you this next part, because it gets worse. I confronted Rex last week after piecing all of this together. And? He admitted it. He knew you thought he was Nolan. And instead of correcting you, he took advantage of the situation. He pretended to be Nolan, and he slept with you. Oh, you're lying. I know who the man I slept with was. I don't believe you. I'm not lying to you, Mel, although I wish I were. But you're 23 weeks pregnant with Rex's child, not Nolan's. No, that can't be true. I know what you're doing, and it's not gonna work. You're jealous because Nolan chose me over your boring little daughter-in-law. Nolan didn't choose you. He doesn't even know you. And the moment I showed him your messages, he was shocked, disgusted, and honestly terrified. He can't be. He loves me. He said we'd be together. He said I was his one and only. You were never even a blip on his radar. Everything you believe about your relationship with him has been based on a case of mistaken identity. You were in love with the wrong man, and now you're carrying his child. If I might make a suggestion, why not try and work things out with Rex? That could be the best thing for both you and your child. I don't want Rex. I never did. I want Nolan. Please, can't you just explain this to him? Tell him the truth? Tell him it was all a misunderstanding. Absolutely not. And let me make one thing very clear before I leave you. I've officially cut ties with Rex over this affair. What he did was unforgivable. Pretending to be my son just to sleep with a woman, that is beyond despicable. It's borderline criminal, to be honest. But it's not Nolan's responsibility to clean up this mess. It's yours. Please, please don't block me. Just one conversation with Nolan. That's all I need. I can explain everything. He'll understand. There's nothing to explain. Nolan doesn't want anything to do with you. He is happily married, he adores his wife, and you tried to terrorize her with lies. You harassed someone you thought was his wife for weeks. You stalked a man you barely knew. You inserted yourself into our lives based on fantasy. I'm not a stalker. This isn't fair. None of this is fair. You followed a man, stole his phone data, misidentified him, and claimed to be carrying his child. That is stalking, and I won't allow this conversation to continue. Please, just don't block me. Just let me say one more thing. No, this ends here. I am blocking you now, and don't ever contact me again. Goodbye. After I blocked her, I heard the rest from Rex's parents. When Mel finally realized I'd been telling the truth, that the father of her child wasn't Nolan, she had a complete meltdown. She was screaming, crying, accusing everyone of engaging in a conspiracy against her. But when the dust settled and there was no one left to blame, she gave in. She married Rex, not out of love, I imagine, but because she felt trapped. She was pregnant, humiliated, and with nowhere else to turn. She gave birth a few months later, and not long after that, she was pregnant again. From what I'm told, she barely speaks now. She just follows Rex around, nodding, doing whatever he says. He handles the money, makes all the decisions, and tells everyone she's fragile. To outsiders, it looks like he's in total control. Whether she's truly happy or just numbered by regret, I don't know. But I do know this, we've cut ties completely with her and with Rex. They made their choices, and whatever happens next, we want no part of it.
Yo, is this Jerry's number? Yes, this is Jerry. May I ask who's texting me right now? Name's Mike Richards. Ring a bell? Mike? How did you get my number? Your wife gave it to me. My wife gave you my number? Yup. We go way back, childhood friends and all that. I see. So what's the reason for you texting me now? See, childhood friends doesn't really cover it. What do you mean? We're, let's just say, more than friends now. More than... Are you saying? You remember that high school reunion your wife went to about 6 months ago? Yes, I remember. Well, let's just say I had the pleasure of taking her home that night. And by that, I don't mean as a cab driver. You took her home? Like it was some kind of hookup? Hey, I don't make the rules. She was up for it, I was up for it. She came over, things happened. And, well, we've been seeing each other ever since. You're telling me you've been sleeping with my wife for the last 6 months? You could call it that, sure. But in my view, it's not cheating if it's real love. I've had a crush on her since forever. When I heard she got married, I nearly gave up. But fate had other plans, huh? So, from my perspective, you're the man who's been having an affair with my wife behind my back for half a year. If you want to call it an affair, sure. But we both know where her heart is now. This ain't a fling, it's the real deal. Right. And what exactly are you trying to accomplish by telling me all this? Here's the kicker. She's pregnant. So you need to hurry up and sign those divorce papers, man. Excuse me? Yeah, she's expecting. Don't worry, it's not yours. She told me herself. We've already had the whose baby is it talk. It's mine, 100%. So let's just make this easy and clean. Cut ties. You're telling me she's pregnant by you, and neither of you thought I deserved to know until now? Well, she probably didn't want to hurt your feelings. You know how women are, but I'm a straight shooter. Figured you should know the truth. Man to man. Do you even realize what position you're in right now? What's that supposed to mean? Answer the question. What do you think my role is in all this? You're the guy who got played? The poor husband who got his wife stolen by someone better? Anything else? I mean, not really. That's pretty much it, isn't it? Okay. Then allow me to clarify a few things. You've just admitted to knowingly sleeping with a married woman. You've admitted that she's now pregnant with your child and that you both concealed that from me. You're now demanding that I divorce her under pressure because of that pregnancy. You see where I'm going with this? What, you gonna sue or something? It's just paperwork, bro. No, Mike. It's not just paperwork. Do you know what the word adultery means in legal terms? Oh, come on, man. Don't be dramatic. You really think you're gonna go after me? Absolutely. And not just you, her as well. But don't worry, you'll get your fair share. Civil court, criminal court, wherever this ends up. Let's just say your text messages are gold. You're bluffing. Try me. Also, let's talk about compensation. Or did you think walking into a man's life, destroying his marriage, and getting his wife pregnant wouldn't come with a price? Her dad's loaded. I'm sure he can spot me for whatever damages you think you're owed. Guy owns like 3 companies or something, right? So now you expect her father to pay your adultery bill? Wow, that's a bold move. He'll do it for her happiness. No, Mike, he won't. You think a man who built his fortune from the ground up is gonna waste a dime protecting you? Let me guess, you thought once you had her, the rest would fall into your lap? Hey man, love is love. I'm not the bad guy here. You are. And if you think this ends with a few sarcastic texts and a pat on the back, you've underestimated me. But for now, I'll be speaking to my wife first. You'll hear from me again after that. And I suggest you speak to a lawyer before you ever message me again. All right, chill out. No need to make this a whole thing. Oh, it's already a thing. You just don't know it yet. She already loves me, man. You can talk all you want. Doesn't change a damn thing. We'll see. Goodbye, Mike. Hey, you finished work yet?
Yeah, I'm done for the day. How about you?
All finished here, too.
Ugh, I'm so exhausted today. Oh, I picked up a new lavender essential oil on my way home. Tonight I am going to soak in that scent and just melt into bed.
Sounds like a solid plan. If you're managing to enjoy yourself during this little involuntary separation, then I'm relieved.
Well, yeah, I'm making the best of it. But honestly, I miss you. I want to be with you again.
Just one more month. Hang in there.
I know. But honestly, I might have to come back early. I'm running dangerously low on Jerry energy. Hey, don't laugh. I'm serious.
Sorry, but hearing that makes me think you're doing all right. Emotionally, I mean.
Wait, that sounds ominous. Is something going on?
Yeah. I actually messaged you because I think you should hear about it. But I need you to brace yourself. It's bizarre.
Okay, now I'm curious.
Do you remember Mike from high school?
Oh my god. Mike? You mean that Mike? The walking disaster?
Sounds like you remember him well.
How could I forget? The guy who strutted around like he was God's gift to women, chased every girl with legs, constantly bragged about how he was some badass gang leader in middle school, and had that whole I peaked at 15 energy. He was the definition of a loud, useless show-off. Honestly, I feel like anyone who had to deal with him for more than 5 minutes should qualify for trauma therapy.
That is accurate. So, yeah, that Mike.
Okay, but what does he have to do with us?
Well, get this. He messaged me today out of nowhere and said, and I quote, I took your wife home from the reunion 6 months ago. We've been together since, and now she's pregnant with my child, so hurry up and divorce her.
What? The actual... I haven't even seen Mike in years, and I sure as hell didn't go to that reunion.
I know. Relax. I know you weren't at the reunion. You were up here for work that whole week. I dropped you off at the train station myself.
Oh, thank God. I mean, obviously I knew I didn't do anything, but just hearing that accusation, I'm so relieved you trust me enough not to doubt it.
Of course I trust you, which is why I'm not worried. But still, the fact that someone's making up something that ridiculous and trying to use it as blackmail? I figured you deserved to know.
Yeah, Mike's always been delusional, but this is a new level.
I don't even know what his endgame was. I told him I'd speak to my wife first just to shut it down. Didn't want to waste more breath on whatever fantasy he's living in.
Seriously, though, did he really think you'd just roll over and accept it? Like, oh no, she's pregnant with your child? Guess I'll get out of the way. What kind of idiot logic is that?
I'm not even sure he realized who he was talking to. Like he thought I was just some random guy married to you. I don't think it even clicked that I'm me.
Wait, he didn't realize he was picking a fight with you, of all people.
Apparently not, or maybe he's just too full of himself to care.
Well, he really hasn't changed. Still just a brainless wannabe with more ego than IQ.
Yeah, I didn't press him on it. Just let him talk himself into a corner and cut the conversation short.
Smart. You'd only lower yourself by engaging further.
Exactly, but even so, I want you to stay alert. It's probably nothing, but just in case, keep an eye out. If he starts contacting you or showing up somewhere, I need to know.
Of course. Thank you for telling me. And for trusting me.
You never gave me a reason not to. Whatever delusion Mike's living in, it doesn't touch us.
Still, I feel gross. Like, how dare he throw my name around like that?
It's because you're the one that got away. People like him don't move on, they fixate. And when life doesn't go their way, they rewrite the story until they're the hero.
God, how pathetic. And now he thinks knocking me down a peg will somehow make him feel better?
Let him think whatever he wants. He can lie all day long. We've got the truth, and more importantly, we've got us.
You're the best. Honestly. The way you handled that, calm, respectful, protective. You're everything Mike never was and never will be.
He expected chaos, drama, a screaming match. Instead, he got civility. That's the last thing a coward like him knows how to deal with.
You're so calm, even when someone drops a bomb like that. Honestly, it makes me love you even more.
That's the goal.
But seriously, can you come home early? I miss you too much. All this drama just makes it worse.
Soon. Let's get through the next couple of weeks and then talk about it.
Okay. But you might surprise me anyway. Maybe you can just show up one morning with pancakes and that lavender oil.
That would be the best ambush imaginable.
I love you, Jerry. Thanks for being the kind of man who never makes me doubt where I stand.
I love you too, Ellen. And don't worry, Mike's nonsense won't get anywhere near us. Hey, Mike! You still waiting on that divorce? Oi, Jerry? Oh, wait, did you just ask me if I got divorced yet? What? You're supposed to be getting divorced here soon, right? No, that's not what I... And now you're dropping the polite tone, too? Last time you were talking to me, you started off with some light talk first. Anyway, do I really have to sit here and take that crap from you about all of this? It's not like you're even aware of who I am yet. Who cares? Your wife's mine now, and she's carrying my baby. Whether I talk nice or not won't erase that truth. That's the thing, Mike. The woman you think is my wife? She's not. What the hell are you talking about? She never even attended the reunion. The one you're so sure you picked her up from? Yeah, she wasn't there. Right. She probably lied to you, man. Classic guilty move. Said she skipped it while sneaking out to get a taste of me. You sure you're not being played? Actually, I was at that reunion, so I know exactly who was there. Wait, you were there? I don't remember a Jerry in our class. I wasn't a student, not back then. Huh? Then who the hell are you? Well, my last name changed, so maybe that's why you didn't recognize it. But if you're still confused, fine, I'll spell it out. Go on then, don't talk in riddles, name yourself properly. I'm Jared, your homeroom teacher back then. No way!
Wait, what the hell? Jared? The demon of discipline, Jared?
That's the one.
You've got to be kidding me! Holy... That explains why you were giving me that look! Back at the reunion, I avoided you like the plague!
You did, I noticed. Guess some traumas never fade.
Man, I still get cold sweats thinking about getting hauled to the hallway by you for every stupid stunt I pulled.
And yet here we are. You're still causing trouble, Mike. I never imagined I'd run into you again like this.
Okay, wait, I need to wrap my head around this. So you're telling me you married into your wife's family?
That's right. Took her surname, Simons, after we got married.
No way! Her family owns restaurants or something, right? Simons isn't even the name I saw on her stuff!
You're thinking of someone else. My wife's name is Ellen Simons.
Wait, Ellen Simons? You mean that punk girl from back in the day?
Yeah, that one. She's changed a lot. Works hard, has a career, got her life together.
Unreal! You were our teacher, man! You were the one busting us for talking to girls during study time, and now you're married to one of them?
Let's get one thing straight. I didn't start dating her until years after graduation. We met again through her grandmother. I was 31, she was 23. Neither of us knew the connection until later.
Okay, but hold on. I thought your wife was Tiff Mandel. That's who I saw at the reunion. That's who I thought you were married to.
Ah, you mean Tiff Mandel, who became Tiff Simons after her marriage?
Yes, that's the one.
Then let me clarify. Tiff isn't my wife. She's married to Ellen's cousin.
Wait, so they're cousins?
Exactly. That's how we ended up in touch, even exchanged a few messages now and then. But here's the kicker. Tiff once confessed to me, tried to start something behind her husband's back.
She what? You're joking! Tell me you're joking!
Wish I were. But no, I turned her down firmly. We're both married. I respect my wife. My conscience is clean.
But there was a heart emoji next to your name in her contacts.
That might have been her own twisted way of clinging to the feelings she still had. But again, I said no.
You serious? You're not lying to cover for anything?
Dead serious.
Then, okay. Well, in that case, if you're not her husband, maybe I'm not totally screwed.
Excuse me?
No, I mean, if I didn't mess with your wife, then I guess I'm not in as deep as I thought.
You think that's the part that matters?
Look, if I'd actually hooked up with your wife, Jared's wife, man, I might have wet myself on the spot. But if it's someone else's...
Tiff's husband is a lawyer.
What?
And fun fact, he's here. Right now, sitting next to me.
You've got to be kidding me!
We were literally just talking about the confession Tiff made. Now, add your little warehouse rendezvous with her and that pregnancy bombshell you dropped on me thinking she was my wife. Well, now he knows too.
You told him? What the hell? Did it not occur to you to just keep quiet?
You really think I'd stay silent?
Why not? It wasn't even your wife!
Because I hate deceit. Always have, always will. That's why I was so strict back in school. That's why they called me the demon of discipline. I don't let things slide, not when people get hurt. And especially not when it's one of my old students who should damn well know better.
Oh, God! Oh, God! What the hell have I done?
Two seemingly separate incidents that had been unfolding around me ended up connecting in the most unexpected way. It all came to light when Mike and Tiff's affair was finally exposed. Honestly, even before I knew the details, I had a sinking feeling. The tension in the air, the strange shifts in behavior, the nervous glances, they were all signs I didn't want to acknowledge. But once the truth came out, everything started to make a lot more sense. As you can imagine, things escalated quickly from there. Tiff's husband, understandably furious and devastated, filed for divorce and wasted no time demanding compensation for the betrayal. The emotional pain alone must have been immense, but on top of that, the financial burden of legal fees and the damages made everything messier. Tiff's world fell apart overnight. She lost her marriage, her stability, and the trust of everyone around her. And what happened next? Well, despite everything that had crumbled, Mike and Tiff decided to stay together. They claimed it was for the sake of the child, trying to justify their union as something more noble than it really was. Eventually, they got married, which surprised no one but pleased very few. But it hasn't been a happy ending, not by a long shot. With the compensation payments hanging over their heads like a dark cloud, the two of them have been stuck in a cycle of constant arguments, stress, and dissatisfaction. I've heard from a few mutual acquaintances that their fights are loud and frequent, and that financial strain is only making everything worse. What once felt exciting and taboo to them has now turned into an everyday struggle, a consequence they never thought through. And yet, despite all of this chaos, there's a strange sense of distance I feel now, because I'm no longer a teacher. That part of my life ended some time ago. After marrying into my wife's family, I left my position and began working at her father's private tutoring school. It wasn't an easy decision, leaving the classroom, my students, and the structure I was familiar with, but in hindsight, it was the right one. The shift in priorities has helped me focus on what matters most now: my wife, our shared future, and the children we support through the tutoring center. I won't lie, part of me feels responsible. Mike and Tiff were once my students. I had a duty to guide them, to show them how to build meaningful lives. Seeing them take such a destructive path hurts. It stings in a way I can't quite put into words. But ultimately, they're adults now. They made their choices. They'll have to live with the consequences. I've let go of the guilt. All I can do now is hope they learn from the mess they created, that they find a way to rebuild not just their lives, but their character. I can't walk that path for them, but maybe this fall from grace is the very thing that will teach them what real growth requires. As for me, I'll keep moving forward, focused on my wife, our work, and the students who still believe in the lessons I can offer. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story. Okay, well that's a wrap. My high school graduation ceremony just finished up a few minutes ago. I stood there in my cap and gown, scanning the crowd, hoping you'd show up, but you didn't. You really didn't come. I wasn't hopeful, but still.
Oh, Liam, for heaven's sake, don't make such a fuss. I told you I had other things to take care of today.
Other things? You left first thing this morning because the casino had some new machine you just had to try. You thought that was more important than your own son graduating high school?
I'm not going to apologize for having a little excitement in my life. Besides, it's not like this was some once-in-a-lifetime event. You'll have other big days. It's just a ceremony. There's no reason to get so worked up over one stupid ceremony.
That's easy for you to say. You didn't have to sit there alone watching everyone else get flowers and photos with their families. I never thought I'd be the only one whose parents didn't bother to show up.
You're really starting to sound like your father, you know that? You've got the same brooding, judgmental tone. It's exhausting even without hearing your voice.
You always do this, Mom. You always compare me to him like it's some kind of insult. I may take after Dad in some ways, but I'm not him. I've tried to be my own person, but you never let me be anything other than a disappointment.
Maybe if you were more like your sister, I wouldn't feel that way. Leah listens. She doesn't talk back or argue, and she's going places in life. Thanks to her, I know I won't have to worry about my lifestyle once I get older. But you've been nothing but problems right from the start.
Oh, great. Here we go again. You talk like Leah is your retirement plan, like her whole life exists to take care of you. She's still a teenager. You shouldn't be putting that kind of pressure on her.
Good grief, you're being extra obnoxious today. You are moving out today, aren't you? So do us both a favor and keep your opinions to yourself. Leah's all I need. I don't need someone who only exists to bug me.
Yeah, I'm moving out, but let me make one thing clear to you, Mom. Even if I leave this house, I'm still her brother. If I ever find out you're hurting her or pushing her too hard, I'll be back immediately. Don't forget that.
Oh, for goodness sake, you mean to tell me you actually showed up?
What, did you think I was lying when I said I was coming? I gave you plenty of notice. I said I'd be in town today and asked if we could talk. You picked the time and date yourself, and yet now you're nowhere to be found? Come on!
Plans change. Life happens. They just put a brand new machine in at the casino this morning, and I wasn't about to miss my shot. I could feel it. Today is my lucky day. I couldn't miss a chance to hit it big, could I?
So after all these years, I come back to have a real conversation, and you bail for a slot machine again. I guess now we're all clear on what matters to you.
Oh, don't get all high and mighty. I've got my own priorities, and sitting around listening to you whine ain't one of them. If you had anything useful to say, maybe I'd have stayed.
This isn't about saying something useful, it's about respect. I traveled here hoping we could finally talk like adults, but I should have known better.
You're still going on about respect? Oh, please, you always were a sensitive little thing. Just like your father, full of complaints and zero payoff.
I'm not trying to be Dad or anyone else. I'm trying to be your son. I just wanted 5 minutes of your time, but clearly even that's too much to ask.
Look, I don't have time to babysit some underachiever with nothing but a high school diploma. I've got better things to do. Real winners don't stop to feel sorry for themselves.
So now finishing high school makes someone a waste of time?
Hey, if you're jealous, maybe try doing what your sister did. Leah's got a college degree, a future, and the brains to listen when I give advice. That girl's my pride and joy.
Yeah, Leah really is something special. I'm proud to have her as a sister.
Excuse me, don't you dare talk about my Leah that way.
What? She's my sister, isn't she?
Well, technically, maybe.
You mean biologically?
Well, that's not what's important. What's important is that her greatness is all thanks to my parenting. A flunky like you doesn't deserve to be mentioned in the same breath as her.
I'm leaving.
You are?
Yeah, it's clear that this was a mistake and I wasted my time coming here. You're just gonna sit in front of that slot machine dumping in quarters all day and won't be back until nightfall. But I've got work in the morning and it's a long drive home, so I don't have time to wait for you. So yeah, I'm leaving.
Well, fine by me. Do what you want. I've got Leah. That's all I need. I don't waste time on dead ends. Hey, I just wanted to say I am really sorry about earlier. I did everything I could to stop her from going to the casino. I begged her to stay, but she just brushed me off and walked out like nothing mattered. She didn't even hesitate. She acted like your visit was just some minor inconvenience. It really felt like she did it on purpose.
Yeah, I had a bad feeling coming down here, but part of me still hoped she'd act like a parent just for one day.
What am I supposed to do now?
I think you should go ahead with your plans.
Really? You think so? This was supposed to be the first time that Mom met with my fiancé's parents. We were going to sit down, talk about the engagement, make things official, and now none of that happened.
Don't let her mess derail something that's important to you. Keep moving forward.
But their family didn't get to meet ours. Isn't that a big deal? Doesn't that kind of introduction matter?
Normally, yeah, but in this case, I think they understood more than they would have if the meeting had actually happened.
You really think so?
I do. Your fiancé's parents saw her behavior firsthand, even if just in absence. They know what kind of environment you've come from. That counts for something.
That's oddly reassuring. I mean, it's sad, but I guess you're right. In its own weird way, her absence said more than any polite introduction ever could.
Exactly. It's not the meeting we wanted, but it gave them a real picture of the situation. At least now there's nothing hidden, no secrets.
Then I guess I'll keep moving and get to planning the wedding without Mom. I was like you. I kind of figured this would happen. I just needed to hear someone say it was okay.
It is. You've come so far in life in spite of her bad influence on you. Don't let anything or anyone get in your way, you hear?
Thanks, Liam. Really, I needed that. Well, hello there, Liam.
Mom? Wait a second, this is odd. You're actually reaching out to me? As in, you want to talk to me? Huh. I don't remember the last time that's happened. What's going on? Did something happen?
Something happened, all right. Something amazing. Absolutely life-changing. For me, your sister just hit the jackpot. She married into money, and I mean a ton of money. This isn't just any run-of-the-mill rich guy we're talking about. He's a high-powered executive at some fancy tech company that's been on TV lately. You know the kind. He's young, flashy, and always gets lots of media hype. The company's blowing up. They're projecting it might be one of the single largest firms in the country within a few years.
Wait, are you serious?
Dead serious. He's pulling in over $100,000 a year at least, probably more once stock options kick in. I tried to nudge her toward the company's CEO, since he obviously would make even more, but that little creep had the nerve to go and get married before we could seal the deal. Still, the VP isn't a bad consolation prize, don't you think?
You're talking like you arranged a business transaction, not a marriage. Leah didn't pick him for his money, Mom. She actually loves the guy.
Oh, come on, Liam. Don't be naive. Sure, maybe there's some warm, fuzzy stuff in the mix, but she followed the exact plan I laid out for her. I've been drilling it into her head since high school. Find a man with money, set yourself up, set me up. And look at her now. This is officially mission accomplished.
Her marriage isn't a retirement plan for you. She got there on her own without your help.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. Of course this is about me, too. After all the years I put into raising her right, keeping her head in the game, steering her away from losers like you, this is my reward. She's finally made it, and I'm finally going to live comfortably. No more stress, no more scrimping. Everything I've been waiting for is finally falling into place.
You really think she owes you for this? You've never supported her, not financially, not emotionally. You weren't there for any of the hard parts.
Exactly. She never needed me to babysit her. She worked, got her degree, found the right man, all without dragging me down. She is the perfect daughter. She's never even asked for a dime. She turned out exactly how I planned, almost like she was born to fix the mess you made of things.
That's what you're telling yourself now? That Leah was born to replace me and support you? Funny. Usually it's parents who support their kids, not the other way around.
Oh, don't twist my words. All I'm saying is this marriage is exactly what I've been waiting for. If you screw this up, if you breathe a single word that makes her second-guess this marriage, so help me, I will make you wish you kept your distance. I've waited too long for this kind of comfort, and I am not letting anyone get in the way. Not even my own son. This is much more than a marriage, Leah. My future is riding on this. Liam, you were right. She came. Mom actually showed up. She walked right in like she owned the place.
Yeah, that tracks. Did she say anything?
She didn't even bother with small talk, just sat down and said she needed money.
Of course she did. That's the only reason she ever comes around. How much did she ask for?
You're not going to believe it. She asked for $200,000.
Are you freaking kidding me?
And those were my thoughts exactly. What made it worse was how nonchalant she was about it. She said it the same way you would ask someone to pass the mashed potatoes.
I figured she'd ask for something outrageous, but that's not a bold ask. That's pure delusion.
I'm not finished. My in-laws were in here when it happened.
Oh, no.
They live nearby, so they drop in sometimes for tea. Of all days, she chose today to show up and jumped right to panhandling. They handled it better than I expected. They told me they'd mentally prepared for some kind of stunt, but even they were shocked by the amount.
I'm glad you told them the truth about her ahead of time. Trying to hide what she's like would have backfired.
Exactly. If we'd tried to paint her as complicated, this would have blown up 10 times worse.
Did she even say what the money was for?
I asked. She said rich people don't need to ask how their money gets used. Then she smiled and said, "So will you give me cash or a check?"
That's beyond help.
It's okay. My in-laws actually pulled me aside afterward. They want to help. They said maybe it's time I started living without her hovering over me.
They're right.
Can we talk more tomorrow? I'd like you to come over.
Absolutely. I'll stop by after work.
Thanks. See you then.
Mom, what the hell were you thinking?
Oh, calm down. I don't have time to sit around explaining myself to you.
You walked into Leah's home and demanded $200,000! You didn't even try to be subtle about it. You just threw out the number like you were ordering lunch.
Don't make it sound so dramatic. I simply asked for what I deserve. Leah married into money, didn't she? As her mother, it's only fair that I benefit from that. That's how families work.
You've gotta be kidding me. Because of that stunt, Leah's marriage is falling apart. She's on the verge of a divorce.
Wait, what? Divorce? Oh, you're not serious.
Of course I'm serious. You made your little request right in front of her in-laws. You didn't even bother checking who was in the room, did you?
How was I supposed to know they'd be there?
You didn't ask, that's the point. And here's something you clearly didn't care to find out. Her husband's family has a strict rule that's been passed down for generations. They don't lend or give money, not one single dollar, to anyone, not even family. It's a core belief in their household. So imagine their reaction when their son's new mother-in-law barges in and demands $200,000 out of the blue. They were furious, and rightly so.
Oh, come on. They're rich. What's a couple $100,000 to people like that?
That's not how it works. And you know what's worse? They already knew you might try something like this. Leah was honest with them about your history. They were prepared for something inappropriate, but they weren't ready for that number.
Well, excuse me for knowing my worth. I figured I'd start at $200,000 just to test the waters. Eventually, I was hoping to get closer to $1 million. Maybe more, depending on how generous they felt.
You're unbelievable! You think this is some kind of negotiation? You walked in, wrecked your daughter's credibility, humiliated her in front of her in-laws, and now you're mad they didn't hand you a blank check?
All I'm saying is, if they've got the money, they should share the wealth. Leah married up, and she owes that success to the way I raised her. I kept her focused. I pushed her to aim high.
You didn't raise her. You gave her pressure, not support. You weren't the one paying for school. She worked, scraped by, and built that life despite you, not because of you.
Well, she turned out perfect, didn't she? Quiet, polite, and smart enough to lock down a guy with a fat paycheck. So yes, I'll take some credit.
I've had enough. And before you start spinning more fantasies about Dad, don't bother. We started a design firm together. I run the creative side and he's the president. He's remarried now with a new family. If you try to show up, he'll shut the door in your face.
Wait, you and your father started a company?
That's right. We built it from the ground up. And if you're thinking about trying to reconnect, save yourself the embarrassment. It's not going to happen. Anyway, sorry to interrupt your little meltdown, but Leah says she has something to say to you next.
She... what? Mom, we need to talk. Leah! Oh, thank God. I heard there's trouble with your marriage. Are you really about to get divorced? Yes, but there's one way that I can stop it from happening. Oh, what a relief. I knew things would work out. So that means the $200,000 isn't a problem anymore? Not exactly. They said if I cut ties with you completely and permanently, they'll let the marriage continue. Wait, what? Cut ties? With me? That's right, and that sounds like a great deal to me. What? You've tried to control every part of my life. You never supported me. And just so we're clear, my college tuition, that came from Dad and Liam. They're the ones who stepped up, and it's a good thing they did too, or else you would have successfully stolen my hope of a future. What are you talking about? You took every single penny you got in child support after the divorce and gambled it away. That money was meant for me and Liam, and you threw it into a slot machine. So this is it. I'm done. From this point on, we're finished. Wait, Leah, you can't do this to me. Goodbye, Mom.
After Leah cut ties, I did the same thing and blocked my mom's number. Word is she tried tracking down Dad's company. She wandered around the area like she thought she could just show up and be welcomed back. A cop stopped her for loitering, and after that, no one's seen her. Neighbors say she hasn't been around the old house either. Seems she thought Leah's marriage meant she had a new source of money. She eventually got bored with slot machines and started gambling in other questionably legal venues too. She even took out loans from sketchy lenders. Looking back, she didn't come up with that $200,000 number on a whim. That was to pay off her debts, plus a bit extra to keep feeding the habit. So much for her fantasy of an easy retirement. If I had to guess, she's out there somewhere now, stuck doing whatever awful job she can find, just trying to stay one step ahead of her creditors.
Hey, I just wanted to say I'm really sorry I couldn't go to the funeral with you today. I know it was important. I woke up nauseous and threw up like 4 times. I'd have gone if I could, but I was afraid I'd be throwing up the whole time.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. If you're not feeling well, that's all there is to it. I don't want you pushing yourself.
Still, it feels awful. Your mom meant a lot to me, too. I should have been there.
I know you cared about her, but seriously, it's a 3-hour ride out there. Being sick on top of that, it's not worth it.
I'll try to rest up while you're gone. Hopefully, I'll be better by the time you get back.
No need to be sorry. Just focus on getting better.
Right, will do. Hey, by the way, you're still planning on staying over there for another 5 days, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm aiming for. Will you be all right by yourself until then?
Oh, don't worry about me. My mom said she'd stop by and check in, so I won't be alone.
Good. That puts my mind at ease. I'm heading out to help with the arrangements now. I'll text later.
Okay, take care, Arthur.
Hey, Arthur, do you have a minute?
Hey, Caleb. Yeah, of course. Everything okay?
First off, I just wanted to say thank you again for letting me come to the funeral. I know it meant a lot to Mom, and since Melissa couldn't make it, I just felt like I needed to be there for both of us.
You didn't have to do that, but I'm really grateful you did. Honestly, seeing you there helped. I know it's been a rough time for everyone.
I just wish Melissa had been able to come, but I'm glad I could be there in her place. That said, there's actually something I need to tell you, and I've been going back and forth on it.
Something serious?
Yeah, and I hate to bring this up right now of all times.
You've already got so much going on right now.
But it's something I think you should know.
Caleb, just say it. Whatever it is, I'd rather hear the truth than be left in the dark.
Okay. Well, after the funeral, I took the train back and figured I'd stop by your house to check on Melissa. I thought I could drop off some flowers and just, see how she was doing. Maybe pass along how the service went.
That sounds like you.
Yeah, but when I got there, I saw something I wasn't expecting.
What do you mean?
I saw Melissa. She was standing outside the house, and she wasn't alone.
Who was she with?
A guy. I don't know him, but Arthur, they weren't just chatting. They were standing really close, laughing, touching. It wasn't the kind of body language you use with a friend.
Go on.
You sure you want to hear this, man?
I'm sure. Don't worry. Keep going.
Then they both went inside, together. And again, it wasn't some neighbor or co-worker stopping by. It felt off.
So you're saying she brought another man into the house while I was gone?
I hate to say it, but yes, and it didn't look innocent. I actually snapped a picture. I didn't know if I should, but I had this feeling you'd need to see it.
You want me to send it? Send it, right now.
All right, go ahead and check your DMs.
Oh my God!
Do you recognize him?
Oh, I recognize him, all right.
Is he someone from work?
Yeah, his name's Brian. He's my co-worker. We've worked side by side for 3 years.
Arthur, I don't know what to say. That's beyond betrayal.
No, you did the right thing telling me. I need to process this, but thank you for not keeping it from me.
I'm sorry I even had to be the one to tell you.
No apology necessary, but listen, for now, I need you to keep this quiet. Don't say anything to Melissa. Don't mention it to anyone else either.
You got some kind of plan in mind?
I'm not sure yet, but yeah, I've got to figure this out carefully.
Understood. I won't say a word. And Arthur...
Yeah?
I'm on your side, no matter what. Even if it's my sister, what she did isn't forgivable. If there's anything I can do to help, just tell me.
You've already helped more than you know. Thanks, Caleb.
I've got your back, always.
Hey, Caleb, just checking in. I decided to come home a little early, and I just got back a little while ago.
Wait, really? I thought you weren't coming back until the 5th.
That was the plan, but I figured if she didn't know I was here, I might catch her slipping. And guess what?
You caught her?
I walked right up to the house, being careful not to make any noise at all. Then I peeked through the side window.
And?
There they were, Melissa and Brian. They were walking into the bathroom together, giggling like teenagers.
You're kidding me!
I wish I were.
What did you do?
I blocked the bathroom door from the outside. I found a rod in the hall closet that was the perfect length, so I wedged it in nice and tight, and voila, they're stuck in there.
Arthur, is that safe?
Yeah, they'll probably be fine. The weather's been nice lately. Not too hot, not too cold. And they got water in there, so they'll be fine. Damn, that's bold. Oh, you think that's bold? I'm not even done yet. I'm heading over to your parents' place. I decided that it's time they knew exactly what their darling daughter's been up to while I was burying my mother. Do you want me to help explain when you get there? If you could get things started for me, that'd be perfect. Just tell them what you saw. I'll fill in the rest when I arrive. Got it. I'm on it. Let me know how it goes. Thanks. I'm on my way. Hey there, Melissa. Tell me, how are you feeling right now?
Honestly, a lot better. I'm soaking in the tub with rose-scented bath salts, and it's pure heaven in here. I needed this. My whole body feels like it's floating.
So that's where the scent was coming from. I was wondering...
Huh? That's a weird way of putting it. You're talking like you were actually in the house just now.
That's because I was. About 15 minutes ago, in fact.
Wait, what? Arthur, what are you saying?
Surprise! I came home early! I've been back for a little while now. I didn't announce it. I wanted to see something for myself.
But you weren't supposed to be back until tomorrow. You told me so yourself. You promised you'd be gone for another day.
Promise is an odd choice of words, but that's beside the point. Plans change. That's the funny thing about life. And apparently so do people. Like you, for instance. You wasted no time inviting another man into our house the second I left town.
No, that's not what happened. It's not what you think it is. Just listen, okay?
I did more than listen, Melissa. I watched. I saw the two of you and Brian, walking into our bathroom like you didn't have a care in the world. You were holding hands, laughing. It would have been cute if it weren't so disgusting. And to think you had no idea I was standing right there watching you.
Okay, just wait a second. This isn't what it looks like. Let me come out and explain everything properly. Wait a second. Arthur, the door, it won't open. What's going on? Why is it stuck?
I wedged a rod between the door and the floor. You won't be able to open it from the inside.
You locked me in here? Are you seriously doing this right now?
I didn't want you sneaking out or making another excuse. You brought my coworker into our home, into our bathroom, and I think you owe me the truth, every bit of it. And you're not going anywhere until you give it to me.
This is completely insane. You can't just trap people in rooms. That's illegal.
You're not trapped in a dungeon, Melissa. It's a bathroom. You're indoors and there's running water. You'll live, unfortunately. Maybe take some time to think about what you've done.
I cannot believe you are doing this. Where are you right now?
I stepped out for a little while, paid a visit to your parents.
You what?
I thought they deserved to know what their daughter's been up to while her husband was mourning his mother, so I went over and told them exactly that.
You're joking. You have to be joking. Please tell me you're joking. They live just across the street, Arthur. That means they could be here any second.
No need to worry about them arriving. They're already here, along with Caleb and a few of your aunts, uncles, and cousins. Everyone's gathered in the living room, waiting for the star of the show.
You didn't. You actually brought my whole family here? Are you trying to humiliate me in front of my family?
Oh, trust me, the humiliation is only just begun. You're in for a wild ride this afternoon, Melissa. Buckle up.
Arthur, please, it's been 10 minutes. I get it, okay? You made your point. Can you just open the door now?
No, not yet. You're not coming out until I hear the full truth. Everything. No more half stories, no more dodging.
I already told you we reconnected. I already said I messed up. I admitted it. What more do you want?
I want the truth, Melissa, the whole truth. And I'm honestly thankful you have your phone in there since I can't stand the idea of hearing your voice or seeing your face right now.
This is ridiculous. We're in the same house. You're just on the other side of the door. Why are we texting like strangers?
Because if I had to actually deal with you, I don't know if I have enough self-control to hold back from doing something I'll regret. That's how far you've pushed this.
Okay, fine. I'll talk. Just don't do anything crazy, okay? Please?
Start talking. How did you and Brian meet?
He was my boyfriend in college. We dated for about 6 months during junior year. It didn't end badly, but we lost touch after graduation.
Go on.
At your company barbecue last summer, the one you hosted in July, that's when we ran into each other again. I didn't know he worked with you until then, but once we reconnected, it just kind of happened.
You mean you started sleeping with him?
Well, yeah. After that barbecue, it became a regular thing. I know how it sounds. I'm not proud of it. I wasn't trying to hurt you.
Not trying to hurt me, Melissa. I was burying my mother. You pretended to be sick so you could hook up with your ex in my house. Don't stand there and act like you were being considerate.
I didn't plan it that way. I really didn't. It's just the timing got messy. That week, things escalated between us, and I wasn't thinking straight.
So let me ask again. When you told me you couldn't come to the funeral because you were sick, was that the truth?
Arthur.
Answer me right now.
No, it wasn't. I wasn't sick. I needed an excuse, and I didn't want to leave town. I thought I could spend the night with Brian without anyone knowing. I didn't think you'd come back so early.
That's all I needed to hear. You really prioritized a fling over honoring my mother's memory, and you lied straight to my face while doing it.
I'm sorry, I really am. I've said everything now. Please, let me out of here.
I'm not letting you out because you're sorry. I'm not even sure I care anymore. I'm leaving. I'm gonna stay with a friend tonight.
What? Wait, you're not even going to be here?
No, I'm not gonna talk to you anymore unless it's through a lawyer. You'll be hearing from mine soon.
Arthur, please, don't do this. We can fix it. Let's just talk more.
I'd suggest you save your begging for Brian's wife, since she just arrived.
His wife?
You'll need to explain yourself to her, too. Good luck with that. Hey, Arthur, I hope this isn't a bad time. Just wanted to let you know it's done. Done? You mean the divorce? Yeah, the papers were officially submitted this morning. Melissa signed everything, and the court processed it without any issues. I see. Thanks for the heads up, Caleb. I know this kind of thing is usually handled through lawyers, but I just wanted to say thank you for letting me stay in touch, for trusting me with all this. No, I should be the one thanking you. You didn't have to get involved, but you stepped up. You told me the truth when it mattered most. That can't have been easy. I'm glad I did. I know we weren't technically family for long, but I'm proud to have called you my brother, even if only for a little while. Thanks, Caleb. That means more to me than you know. So what now? What's next for you? I'm changing my number tomorrow. After that, I'm moving into the house I inherited from my mom. I'm gonna leave this city behind. Are you quitting your job? Yeah, I've decided to freelance from now on. Time for a clean start. You deserve one. And hey, if you'd be up for it, maybe we could go out and get drinks sometime? Yeah, I'd like that. Take it easy, Caleb. You too, Arthur. They say betrayal has a price. In Melissa's case, it was everything. After the divorce, word spread on social media like wildfire about what she had done. Before long, all her friends knew everything they needed to know to cut her off. Her family, once so proud, so quick to defend her, completely cut ties too. No one wanted anything to do with her after the truth came out. Not even Caleb, and he gave her every chance to own up before it was too late. As for Brian, he didn't last a week after the affair went public at work. Turns out, sneaking off for hotel rendezvous during business hours isn't great for your employment record. He was fired on the spot. I moved out of the city soon after, back to the house Mom left me. My sister's close by, and for the first time in a long while, I feel grounded. I work on my own terms now. The peace is quiet, steady, and real. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.